outside. And, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago. This crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. On 1st and 10, Winslow. And this one quickly to Lamb. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Coming up on 2nd and 7. From the gun, Winslow. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. 7 yards to pick up there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches, so as they move forward defensively, you've got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete.
For Minnesota Vikings. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's taken down inside the 30. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
On first down, Winslow. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
At the Cowboys' 11-yard line.
Second and 9 now. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And this one is right through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well,
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Winslow. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Winslow. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. after one on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Cook. Throw left side complete. That's Sullivan. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He's going to try and take off with it. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
Now, I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he'll decide to keep this once more. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. The point after is good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Score Vikings 10, Cowboys nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing to start the drive. Winslow. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the 1st half.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winslow. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Winslow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 83 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking out some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
It's a big number 6.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Winslow. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
First down, Dallas.
throwing on first down. Winslow. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's a second down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll look to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Reyes. And he will have a Vikings first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. Cook, a first down and more. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's another Vikings first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete, right around the 8. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They run it again with Cook. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Give to Cook out of the gun. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
He'll look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. To throw on 2nd down. Winslow throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of...
And my goodness, another interception. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play here for Dallas. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Winslow taking a shot for Samuel. And now here's another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
Back at the 23-yard line.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And this one is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Chase now on the jet sweep. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out. Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, Winslow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winslow. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Off the play fake. Winslow on the move to his left. He finds his target. It's Schultz. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Winslow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10, the 40, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
First down, Cowboys.
On first down, Winslow. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
Let's go. Let's do this. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Dude. Drill green. Watch my board. Hey, I'm coming. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Throwing on first down. Winslow escaping the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure.
And now here's another interception. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Micah Parsons
gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. That one looks like he'll throw here. Lets it fly for Thielen.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Winslow. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
At the 24-yard line.
Who's that? Deuce. Kill.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Here we go. Like
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll set up a throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And my goodness, another interception. Snags it for the pick. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That's it.
Curtis Samuel, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Oh, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but still go reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.